First pitch moments away here in Philadelphia. It's the Red Sox and the Phillies. Hang on, it comes your way next. Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call The Bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the Boston Red Sox and the Phillies. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox, as John Farrell's guys will line up like this. They'll square off versus statistically one of the best starting pitchers in postseason history, the former Cy Young Award winner left-hander Cliff Lee. Mookie Betts makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Boston, center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. You've got 161 more to go. You just need to put it behind you, come out, play your brand of baseball. I will say, though, one thing's for sure, you don't want to start things out 0-2.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. And that was the circle changeup to record the out that time. And he'll need that moving forward as we'll give you a look at the rest of his scouting report right there. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Now here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Now a swing and a ground ball. A dive, but it's off his glove. And by the time he recovers, they'll have no play on him at first. It's an infield single.
The first baseman, number 32, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the one-out single. Here's the first offering. Too low, 1-0. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now another 2-2. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah. Why not?
Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The next 3-2. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this will be a base hit for Ortiz. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Ben Revere will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Ben Revere.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Sandoval is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. Freddie Galvis will get his first opportunity now. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike 1. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Utley awaits the 1-0. Now here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's big Ryan Howard now.
First baseman.
As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Pablo Sandoval will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Pablo Sandoval.
First pitch coming. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take you back to the 1970s. EK and I were probably still watching Saturday morning cartoons, but it happened on this date in baseball history. Shane Victorino will get his first shot at it here. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Pitch home to Victorino. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Here it comes, 2-1. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Xander Bogaerts digs in at the plate. First pitch on its way from Lee. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
The 0-2 now from Lee. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Ryan Hennigan. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Lee ready with the 0-1. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Pause, now the pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll get in there safely. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Cesar Hernandez is off the bench now as he'll take over at second following the injury.
Number 16, Cesar Hernandez.
Rick Porcello will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
The 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
They get the force at the plate. Relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play, that ends the inning. So no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Phillies on top, 1-0. Dominic Brown will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And the pitch. This will be handled by Pedroia at second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
First pitch coming. On the ground to third. Up with it there is Sandoval. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away. Grady Sizemore will get his first chance now. Trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. Bogarts is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Mookie Betts will come up to start things out in their half of the third. Plenty of opportunities for them those first 2 innings, but nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they've had their chances. 5 hits already, but they just haven't been able to make anything stand up.
Here comes the 1-0. Here's a pitch popped straight up. Playable behind the plate for Ruiz. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
1 away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. And he'll step off and try and reset. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
In now, David Ortiz. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the pitch. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Oh, and he misses it. And this will carry him over that short outfield fence down there for a ground rule double.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Cody Ashe makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. On the way. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Ready now on 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Ready with the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch on the way. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. So that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
3-2, here it is. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Betts is under this one, and he's got it for the first out. So one gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the Fightin' Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. Cliff Lee steps in now. Now the first pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Here comes the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
1 out, nobody on. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
First offering on the way. Ben Revere is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. 1-1 on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here comes a 1-2. Grounded, foul. Now another 1-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Here he comes on 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Freddie Galvis will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Now the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The next pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. One pitch on the way. He's running again. Pitch is high. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was going to be running with 2 away. But even when you know it's coming, he's still hard to get a handle on. And he's into scoring position now with that stolen base.
A 2-1 offering. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Here he comes, 3-1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. First pitch on its way from Lee. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now here it comes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys are working right around the same speed, 93 for one, 92 for the other. So the base is empty here with one away. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch home to Victorino. And this is hit hard to the right side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The 0-2 now from Lee. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Lee ready with the 0-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Cesar Hernandez will start things out for the Phillies with the dangerous Ryan Howard waiting on deck.
Cesar Hernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
And you got to remember, Victorino was a center fielder in Philadelphia. He was a left fielder when he moved to L.A. for a few months, and now he's a right fielder here with the Sox. So he's a pretty versatile player out there, and he makes a nice play on the move right there.
Here's big Ryan Howard now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot there for Ryan Howard, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it just goes to show you that sometimes the best trades are the ones you don't make. This guy was seemingly on the block all winter long, and he wound up staying right where he was. And I'll bet these guys are glad he did as he launches this one. Just a huge home run right there.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Ramirez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
And now, you know, even though he's given up 2 home runs, he's only down 2-0. I mean, his guys can get that back in no time. And even though he probably doesn't feel too good about things, he's still very much in this ballgame.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies get one on the home run by the big fella, Ryan Howard. We played 4. It's now 2-0 Philly. Ryan Hennigan will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Ryan Hennigan.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Now Lee will try it again, 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
Standing in now, Rick Porcello. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Here's Lee now on 1-0. 1-1. Seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Mookie Betts will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's the pitch. This is foul right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2 home from Lee. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's another 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Grady Sizemore will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the first pitch. And he turns on one here, but I think he turned a bit too much as this ball had the distance, but it'll wind up a foul ball souvenir. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
So 1-1. Pedroia now at second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Third baseman, number 25, Cody Ashley.
Cody Ashley will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch coming. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. Cliff Lee will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. The pitch. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And the pitch. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Dustin Pedroia will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center, and Sizemore will look this one in for the first out.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Pablo Sandoval is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
He's set, now the pitch. There goes Hanley for second. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to the first baseman, Howard, and with that, the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Ben Revere will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Freddie Galvis waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Freddie Galvis will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Two runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Line foul to the right and over the Phillies dugout. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Under it is Sandoval, and there's the 2nd out.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Cesar Hernandez will try it again. He flew out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. The 1-0. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's big Ryan Howard now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Shane Victorino will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And this falls in front of Sizemore, a base hit.
Okay, don't get rattled.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. He's set, now the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Here comes a 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the catcher, Ryan Hannigan. First pitch coming. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one.
Come on now, Billy.
Lee still working on his shutout through 6 1/3. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
The 1-2 with one away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Alan Craig will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Alan Craig.
Low for ball one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
A leap there by Revere, but he comes up empty as that one is gone. A 2-run shot here for Alan Craig. And the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2.
Talk about coming through in the clutch. Found a pitch that he could handle, and he jumped on it. This is going to tie up this ball game on one big swing of the bat. How about that for your first home run of the year?
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Come on now, Bill. Yeah.
Here's Mookie Betts. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Lee ready with the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Ashe will make the catch to retire the side. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Craig Breslow is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Dominic Brown will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. One, 2. Fouled straight back. Again, a 1-2. And here's a swing and a miss, and Brown is down on strikes for the first out.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field, but folks,
Words cannot describe how badly he got fooled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
No strike.
1-0.
Here we go.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. There to play it is Victorino, and that's out number 2.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Grady Sizemore will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Darren Ruff will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Now here it comes. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
Third baseman, number 25,
Let's get another look at this swing in show motion. You see, this pitch is down, but look at his head. Right on the ball all the way. And then you see his hands leading right through the zone. Just drives this ball right back up the middle.
Chris Nelson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
number 27, Chris Nelson.
Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
Come on!
He waits, now the pitch. Now a bouncing ball headed for Sandoval at third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Philadelphia. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Darren Ruff will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 18, Darren.
Chris Nelson is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Chris Nelson.
Dustin Pedroia will step in to lead things off here for the Red Sox. Big Poppy on deck to follow. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. David Ortiz is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The 0-2 now from Lee. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's another 0-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And Ortiz hits one high in the air, and this one is going to be long gone. Home run. A solo home run for David Ortiz, as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead. Hanley Ramirez will dig in. He singled his last time around. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count is starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Well, a good pitch there to get the out. And looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning. So, in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
Pablo Sandoval is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The 1-0 home. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now. I get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One for the Sox thanks to the big blow by David Ortiz. Bottom of the eighth coming up, and Boston's taken a 3-2 lead. Tommy Lane is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tommy Lane.
Jeff Francoeur has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that means the end for Cliff Lee. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Betts is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the eighth. One pitch, one gone. Ben Revere will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Ramirez is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2. Freddie Galvis will stand in. He popped out in his last time. First pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit softly to the right side. And he is in there. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Cesar Hernandez will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run that's standing at second. First pitch coming. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ken Giles will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Shane Victorino will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Pitch home to Victorino. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Xander Bogaerts will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Here's the pitch. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Into the box, Ryan Hennigan, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes. Fouled back. The next 0-2. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, I'll tell you, as a hitter, and you know this, EK, when you get one, they just feel different. They sound different off your bat. And he got this one. Watch it. Arms extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel of the bat all over the ball. Hits this one right off the wall in left center field, and to be honest, I'm not too sure how this one didn't wind up about 10 rows deep.
Jake Diekman will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this.
Your attention, please.
So a move to the bullpen here in the ninth as they'll hand the ball off to Koji Uehara to see if he can finish this one off.
Leading off in the bottom of the ninth.
Ryan Howard is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Dominic Brown will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Swinging on the first pitch as this is hit out to Pedroia at second. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here. And now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Now the first pitch. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And to almost no one's surprise, we got a big performance from Big Papi. David Ortiz, our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, the Boston Red Sox took on the Phillies in Philadelphia in an interleague matchup, and it was the Red Sox who came out on top. The final score was 3-2. The Braves were in Miami to take on the Marlins, and Miami was the winner. The score was 2-1. Ichiro Suzuki turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. The New York Mets visited the Nats in the nation's capital, and Washington was the winner, 6-0. Steven Strasburg twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. The St. Louis Cardinals paid visit to Wrigley Field to take on the Cubbies. The Cardinals grabbed the win. Final score was 6-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates did battle against the Reds at Great American Ballpark, and it was Cincinnati who came away with the win, the final 4-3. Joey Votto collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. The Colorado Rockies did battle with the Brewers in Milwaukee, and the Brewers came away with the win. The final score was 3-2. The Giants were in Phoenix to take on the Diamondbacks at Chase Field, and the Giants came away with the win. Final score was 5-2. Angel Pagan was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. The Padres were in LA to take on the Dodgers, and it was the Dodgers who came out on top. The final was 3-0. The Orioles visited the Rays at Tropicana Field, and it was the O's who came away victorious, the final 4-3. Adam Jones launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. The Toronto Blue Jays did battle with the Yankees in the Bronx, and it was the Jays who came away victorious, the final 4-3. Michael Saunders led the charge offensively with 3 RBIs in the contest. Mark Burley reached a substantial milestone by earning career victory number 200. The Minnesota Twins paid visit to the Tigers in the Motor City, and it was the Tigers who came out on top. The score was 5-1. Ian Kinsler was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. The Chicago White Sox were in KC to take on the Royals, and it was Kansas City who came away victorious. The score was 5-1. Omar Infante led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. The Texas Rangers paid visit to the East Bay to do battle with the Athletics, and it was the Rangers who came out on top. The final was 2-0. Colby Lewis was dominant throughout the game, tossing a complete game 1-hitter for the win. The Angels visited the M's at Safeco Field in Seattle, and the game wore on to extra innings as the Mariners walked off with the win. The score was 6-5. Austin Jackson had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. The Cleveland Indians took on the Astros in Space City, and it was the Indians who came out on top, the final 4-3. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.